Sir, communication lajing di masa language clay mana English clay baham dong na?
English an clay. Ode haplong ni Hindi kana do bo haplong Hindi timas Hindi dong da. Ring balang ring bazang ring azang boke bring by Thaisagin.
Desa dunia kade dini program ke start lay na. Hello everyone, welcome back to the live webinar session organized by Kolongma Express. This is the second live session organized by Kolongma Express. In the first session, we have invited Rajdeep Lokharu, who is the Civil Service Achievers Point Advisor and Director.
Lolo.
So,
hello,
guys, I hope you all have been waiting so much to attend this live program. Let me introduce our speaker of today. The speaker of today is Dr. Motilal Nunisha, who is the retired Health Services and Family Welfare Officer, Government of Assam, and he's also the founder and General Secretary of Dimasa Sahitya Sabha, which was founded in the year 1999. We welcome you to the heartiest. We give you a warm welcome, sir, in this program today. So the topic of today would be very much interesting. You all might have known the topic by seeing the description, but still then let me read out the topic once again. So the topic of today is lingua franca, vis-a-vis medium of instruction of backward indigenous ethnic groups of South Assam and South Assam in general and Barak Valley in particular. So wasting no time, let us start the program of today ASAP. So sir, my question to you, before starting the program, let me raise a question to you. So my question to you is, there are many ethnic groups of people, many backwards group of people, they are residing in Assam, and many of them are speaking different languages, like they have their own mother tongue. So what, according to you, will be the best lingua franca that they would be using in future? Which would be the most best lingua franca that they would be using, which would be better for them?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. We are very sorry that for technical problem we had to reschedule at 7:15 p.m. Anyway, both Natalie and myself, we are new to this type of interaction. Anyway, regarding the question, in lingua franca is a natural way of interacting amongst the different communities. So this lingua franca question of lingua franca raised here because the lingua franca of ancients is very interesting. And though the demography is the same like Borak Valley, but in Dimahasau, because of the demography, the lingua franca is a form of Hindi, which is known as Haflong Hindi, and the same form of Hindi is also known as the Shillong Hindi. So it's very interesting, and actually this Hindi is a form of the Hindustani language proposed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bosu to be the national language of India. That is written in the Roman script. So it's very interesting. In anybody who goes to the Dimahasau district, they have to use this language for their interaction with the different ethnic group of the Dimahasau. So when I try to know about the position of our Dimahasau of Borak Valley, then I came to know that like the Dimahasau in Borak Valley, there are so many ethnic group, tribal ethnic group, some of who are known to not yet to be scheduled in the Indian Constitution. So from that point of view, but then still the lingua franca of that area is not the same language, that is Hindi, Haflong, or whatever it is. So I thought that to get the attention of the government of Delhi, we can adopt this form of lingua franca
So
by which we can draw the attention of the government of India. I will come back. Your
can
question, please, Nitali.
can you please keep distance? Yes, sir. I just wanted to say that because your face was fully in the camera. Sir, can you please continue?
Yes, actually, yeah. Actually, the what I find that along with our Dimasa brethren of the Barak Valley, so many tribes of the scheduled, unscheduled communities, they are not heard properly, neither by the government, state government, nor by, and they are yet to reach the government, central government. So to reach the central government, we should adopt some form so that we can reach the central government. See, uh, the Arunachal Pradesh, the lingua franca of Arunachal Pradesh was Assamese. But for so many reasons, for security reason, etc., etc., the whole Arunachal Pradesh was separated from Assam, and the Rajbhasha was implemented there, and the result was very good for them. All of them learned the pure Hindi, and they can interact very freely, frankly with the mainstream people. And from that point of view, I was thinking of how about our Barak Beli, who've been indigenous people or backward people of which been so long been neglected, so to say. So my suggestion was to that to reach the Delhi heart, uh, they may go for the look for another lingua franca so that they can in the long run they can be able to use the national language, and they can place the grievances to the government of India. That is my main idea of thinking of this lingua franca affair, etc. of Barak Bhalip in particular. Yes, Mitali.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is really a good suggestion. Just today, I have browsed on internet and I just found a very interesting thing. That is, in the age schedule, there are a total of 22 languages which has been uh, matlab recognized by the government of India, and the other 33, more than 33 plus, they are under list. They have proposed so that their name will be added in that confirm list. And also in the lower section of that article, I have found that the Dimasa speaking people, the percentage of the Dimasa speaking people is only 0.001%, which says that we are very much low, very much down comparing to the other tribe, comparing to the other local languages. So, sir, what is your suggestion that we could improve our language? We could promote our language. How can we promote our languages in a far better way?
Actually, Divasa people, they have long way to go. The situation is not at all satisfactory. They are not in our. It is not only in Barangpili whole as a whole Dimasa peoples, so far our language is concerned, is not in the track. So our language for our movement for language started with the birth of Bodo Sahitya Sabha in 1952, which was formed with the Dimasa people as a president and general secretary. And from that onward, our movement should have started. But then it has not happened. And moreover, we had the district council in 1952,
Okay.
which is empowered with our primary education, customary law, and revenue. But still then, we could not develop our Dimasa language. Though Bodo language has developed up to the 8th schedule language. So for so far our Dimasa people's language is concerned, we'll have to relook. We do not have to, and role of the Bodo Sahitya Sabha is also, in my opinion, is not very satisfactory. So, so I appeal to the Dimasa brethren of the Barak Valley to relook to the language affair, particularly the medium instruction, etc., from their own, not relying upon the Dimasa or Dimasa Sahitya Sabha. Uh, because there are so many arrangements are there by which they can develop their own medium structure in their own in the Barak Valley. Yes, I do not know whether my question is up to your question or not. My answer is up to your question or not.
Yes, sir, you have rightly said, you have rightly portrayed the answer. Yes, we should definitely not be rebel on particular organization. Rather, we all need to stand together and we all need to work hard so that our language will be put forward. And also, sir, I have noticed one thing. Uh, the Hindi is our national language. Yes, in Haflong we are using, as you have mentioned earlier, lingua franca, Haflong Hindi. Yeah, we are using that. And when they go to outside state in the sense apart from Assam, maybe it may be West Bengal, it may be Delhi or any other cities, then speaking this Hindi, they face problem there. Like their Hindi, the Hindi which we speak here in Haflong is not at all understandable in the other cities. So do you really think, sir, that this our lingua franca needs to be taken to another level, or we need to improve, we need to adopt the real speaking, the real national language where which we are adopting, which we're speaking in whole over India?
Yes, that is a one step. If we even if we use the Haplong Hindi or Shillong Hindi in Boragbi, it will one step to learn the pure Hindi, and that will to reach the Delhi heart. And just let me, I assured one of my Boragbali brethren, he from he shared one story how Lalung become hill tribe in though they were earlier they were the plains tribe. See, when Joybhodro Hagjer as a minister visited Umpanai, the place in West Karbi Anglong, he wept.
Okay.
It was informed by Indra Singh Deuri. He was a chairman, a speaker of Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. Joybhodro Hagja wept. He did not hear about the Lalungs who knew they have such a rich culture. When they in 1950 around 1950 when Lalung was listed as a plain tribe, at that time no other tribal knew that
Sorry guys, sir's network is little bit slow. I guess will be available shortly. I hope whatever we are discussing, whatever we are talking is really valuable for you. So let me invite sir again. We have lost the link. I have invited sir already. I hope sir will be available soon. This happens, technical issues happens. Well, lingua franca is, see, our Dimasa languages is very much less in percentage. Today I have just gone through an article and there it was written that our Dimasa language speaking percentage is 0.001%. 0.001%, just imagine, that's really less. So we all the youths of today, we all the people in the Mahasa or anywhere, the people of the Mahasa, we need to move forward. We need to make ourselves motivated, that we need to think that yes, we need to move, we need to take our language to a much higher level, because this is our identity, our culture, our tradition, our language is our identity, and we obviously, we all the youths need to work together. We need to be united for this. Well, sir is not yet back. Let me invite sir again. Yes, sir is.
uh, yes, Nitali, let me
Yes,
complete the story, huh? How
sir.
Lalung
Yes, please.
become hill tribe. Huh? Then around 1951, people did not know that Lalung had own language culture, other tribes. What I was told by the Indra Singh Deuri, the speaker, the chairman of Karbi Autonomous Council. Then uh, there were, uh, hello,
So sorry for the inconvenience, guys.
Uh, 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 then so the hill the poor hill Lalong was in very bad condition. So at that time, one Bhupinder Singh came to Assam to for resettling the tribes of northeast, particularly Assam. Then one of the youth, Lalong youth, namely Rimal Amsi, and his friends took him, the Bhupinder Singh, to those that Umpana area, and he spent there for about say weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and where he went through the detail of the Lalong culture in the Umpana area of the Karbi Anglong district. And after that, he promised to the Lalungs that he will make it entered in the Sil tribe list of the hills type of Assam. So after retirement also he pursued the matter and ultimately it got it done. Along with that, along with the Lalung, so many other tribes also scheduled as a hill tribe. And we Dimasas also, uh, earlier known as hills tribe only, he made it point to include the Dimasa of the plain district also to be recognized as plain tribe of Assam. It is a very good information for all Dimasa brethren of the plains of Assam. So this is the story I promised to one of the friends from Barak Valley. I feel happy for informing to these listeners. And by for today, what I just want to say to all the listeners, friends who encourage us to listen to us, that it is the first time for me and also for Nitali. And other aspect, I willingly not touched, particularly the medium instruction. And we hope that in coming days, we'll be able to come up with a better discussion and participating your expecting your participation. How about Mitali?
Yes, sir. Yes, of course. And sir, one thing we have discussed the half part of the topic, that's lingua franca, and we won't be discussing the other part of the topic. So before we end this live streaming, I want to say to the audience that whatever question comes to their mind, whatever they have doubts, whatever doubts they want to clarify from you, they can ask the questions. So let's just wait for a while and wait for the questions so that they will be answered by you.
Okay. Yes.
So audience, please put your questions in the comment section. We would be ready to answer you. And sir, one question. Let me continue this topic in Dimasa. Sir, jini Dimasa ni culture ha, like ju wine. Wine, it's our tradition. Lima nire dad nulai kribbo ju sonyets kade jaya. Or de aspa bird ritual salating, dead ritual salating. Wine use klaiduning klaidu. Answer ibu wine ke bushi ling na da na jisa duts kade jani ning koti jala du jani ning loss jala du baula jama shulaima nadi nade many more domestic violence, many other reasons. So what is your opinion regarding this, sir?
See, this can be changed. This can be changed. There was a organization called Dimasa Dada Disadol from the time of Sir Sonaram Thausa Hambang Battery of the Maibang, and we can discuss. And if animal sacrifice can be averted by other religious groups, why we cannot? We can without the Jew also. We can perform it. In the Dijua area, in some villages, so many villages nowadays they do not take out Jew in the say Shraddha, they call it, they do Shraddha, mainly Shraddha, not Maimut Harba. Many
Yes.
villages have taken the decision. It is the will of the society, and we should, for that, we have a organization that we should revive the Dara Disadol. It is very important. Importantly, because we have a very bad thing. This is the Gushugathar. Gushugathar is a headache for all Dimasas. So for that also, particularly say when we are Dimasa girl married to another non-Dimasa, it become very difficult how to accommodate in the accommodate or what is adjust in the situation. So how to adjust in modern age? This sort of thing can also be discussed in the Dara Disha Dol. So I was very requesting repeatedly our friends from the Dimahasa that there was a organization, so office bear also, that we should revive, and it should be it should cover all areas, including the Brahminical system of the Howard Dimasa area. Uh, let the so that we can improve the Brahminical system practiced by the Dimasa region of the Barak Valley. So this much for my opinion regarding the Jew, we can avoid it. We may in function. I don't know friends have noted it or not. The Punjabi people, Sikh people, they are regular drinker, but in their function in the Gurudwara, they never take out Jew. It is very not even Jew. All everything is Niramis in it. That way we can also do. Otherwise, we may have the habit of taking the drinking Jew, but in our main function we can avoid the Jew. Yes, Mitali.
Yes, sir. You have rightly said. And sir, we have few questions. The first question that is asked by Dhruba Daulagopu, and the question
Hmm.
is, what is Rajbhasa? Can you please explain it? He wanted to know the real. He wanted to know the Rajbhasa definition. What exactly is Rajbhasa?
Yeah, yes. I could
Sir,
not hear properly. My network
what
problem.
is what is Rajbhasa? Can
What
you
is
kindly explain Rajbhasa? Raj.
Rajbhasa? Rajbhasa Hindi they call it Rajbhasa. Ah, the Hindi they have mainstream people has used the term the Rajbhasa. The Hindi, it is the national English Hindi. Regarding the Rajbhasa, there's a program in Government of India to expand and extend the Hindi Rajbhasa in non-Hindi speaking areas, and the headquarters is Wardha. So far I heard, and there's enough of fun for many purposes uh, that can be discussed in future if we can arrange another show like this. Rajbhasa for expansion and extension of Hindi in non-Hindi speaking areas. A special program is there. Headquarters is Wardha. It is in Madhya Pradesh, or it is in the Jharkhand somewhere. Earlier it was in, I think it is in Madhya Pradesh. Yes, Mitali.
Okay, sir. I think Dhruba Davlakupu got its answer. And also, we have one another question, that is, what is the positive side of adopting Hindi as lingua franca?
What is the
Sir, let me repeat the question. What is the positive side of adopting Hindi as lingua franca? Positive side of
possible
yes, sir. It's
possible side,
positive, sir. Positive
possible
side of
regions, possible regions,
no, sir.
possible
Positive,
regions.
optimism, optimistic, positive.
Or what is the possibility?
Yes, sir. Positive side of
Po- po- po-
adopting
pos-
Hindi.
pos- It is up to the people if they want to assert by want to assert early to about their presence. It is one of the possibilities. See, Mao Zedong said how backward people should march. He said that by limping, big leap forward, the terms used by um, Mao Zedong. But by that means long step and fast step will not suffice. Yafri galau or the free yafri bojang suliako biri thangma saniba Mao Zedong Chinese sarauke. That way, same way, we backward people should try to go forward by limping, not by walking fast and with big steps. So what I'm trying to say that we should be more proactive to reach the more advanced people, because we are far behind. That's why by adopting the lingua franca as a Hindi as our lingua franca in the locality, we in course of time we will be able to learn the pure Hindi, and in long run probably we will be speaking like the Arunachali people, uh, and we will be heard better. We will be heard faster, Mitali.
Okay, sir. Yes. Obviously this need to be. And sir, we all know about you, like many of our audiences just may have heard your name only. And sir, today we want to know your experience from like by after reading your bio, I got to know that you have been the founder of Dimasa Sahitya Sabha. So how was your journey? What was your experience when founding this, and then the journey from there to there?
It was founded. It was the architect of Dimasa Sahitya Sabha is uh, Anil Daulagaja of Hauragat. Next is Nigomananda Maithar. He is also from Hauragat. And Gopal Thauser. He was ex-general secretary. And because they had a very bitter experience when Assam Sahitya Sabha was arranged in Hauragat area. And we could not also be accommodated and adjusted with the Bodo Sahitya, which was formed for Dimasas and Boro Kacharis and Tiprasas. We could not achieve anything from that. So they sat together and they decided to have hold a convention at Kumrakata on the day 26th February 1999, where I was lucky to be selected as a general secretary, and with Jatinulal Thausen, a great writer and poet, as a first president of the Sahitya Sabha. And after that, we adopted, regarding the adoption of script, I want to mention that
Yes, sir.
when
What?
script was, yes, regarding the script adoption, the year or in general conference, it was to be adopted. So many anti-Roman script circles were in Haflong. But then I made it a point that we should adopt Roman script. Romans were one script because I I gathered one book, booklet brought out by Thaneswar Boro, ex-minister Assam, regarding the demand of Roman script for Bodo language. There are so many things were written in that mention that Sindhi language and Konkani language was denied inclusion of the eight seal because they could not settle their script. Konkani language had two script. One is Roman script. One is what is called Devanagari script. And Sindhi language had two script. One is Arabic script. One is Devanagari script. So they were asked to settle the script. So I decided that we will have to settle the problem of script as early as possible. So I personally took great initiative to persuade everybody that by writing in Roman script will not our Dimasa language will not go to heaven. By writing in Assamese or Bengali script, our language will not go to hell. But we should adopt one script. That is, what is your script? This. Even though we have adopted Roman script as our language for Roman script, there was a provision because there was a demand from the Nagaon district for Assamese script. There's it was provision was that though our script is a Roman script, anybody who would like to write the Dimasa in Bengali or Assamese script, they may use. There is no bada. I mean, say. So this is one thing. And another thing is that adoption of the Dimasa language in the Dimahasau district. It was also in during my tenure. I was very lucky to be president at that time, and the committee was formed for grocery under JL 1000, JK 1000, elder brother of the JL 1000, and ultimately the spelling pattern was standardized, and that way it was introduced. Uh, it is a quite long time back. It is still there is Dimasa Medium School, LP School in Dimasa.
Yes, sir, that was a very beautiful journey, and because of your hard work at that time, we are able to at least say that yes, we have adopted the Roman script, and we are able to write whatever. At least we are able to write because we have adopted Roman script back then. And sir, also And sir, also I want to say one thing, that the medium of instruction of Dimahasa, for we the Dimasa people, in some of the LP school, Dimasa book has been introduced, and in many of the schools, like they haven't uh, be taught this our Dimasa language book. So is it, I mean to say that, is it not better if we make the Dimasa language book compulsory to all the government school which is in Dimahasa, so that
Yeah.
it
Mm.
will take our language to the next level?
No, it is. There is no problem in making it compulsory in Dimahasao, particularly for. But then our books are not available. You know, the small Kacharis, they want to learn Dimasa language because they think that they are only few years back, few decades back, they become Sunwal. They said we are all Dimasa, we want to learn Dimasa. They are asking books from our Dimasa people, but we have not been able to provide them books. So it is not it is not at all problematic in the autonomous district areas to introduce Dimasa as a compulsory language. It may be for non-Dimasas also, particularly for non-tribal non-Dimasas, not to the tribal non-Dimasas, so the non-tribal non-Dimasa. Dimasa is a compulsory language, especially in Dima Hasao district. Yes, Mitali.
Okay, sir. Yes, this is also true that there are less writers. Like there are many authors who have wrote a very good book, who have dedicated some to the Dimasa community. They have dedicated a lot of book, but still then I think we youths need to work more harder to make the books available, so that our younger generation could read our book, and also it will be available for other tribes and they will know about the Dimasa language better. So sir, I think,
La- Lastly, I want to say a few words to listeners.
yes sir, please.
Yes, learned listeners. Well, thank you all for listening to us. See, I am the first time I am participating, not even the TV talks also. It is not to speak of these Facebook talks. The first time I might have spoken more so many unnecessary things. See, it is the subject itself was very sensitive. And please don't misunderstand me, and let us keep way for further interaction and clarify the matters. Thank you all. Jutai.
Yes sir, Juthai, thank you all. And before that, I want to thank each and every viewers. It's because it's because of you all that we are able to organize this live program. Without an audience and organizing a program, that is wordless, right? At least the viewers have come to visit us and watch the program. Also, I'm very much thankful to Dr. Motilal sir. Uh, we have invited, and he was totally agreeing to join our program, our live webinar program. And also I'm very much thankful to one and all team members of Kolongma Express. We will come with the next session very soon, that is on Sunday. We have organized this program since the last session. We will be organizing the program on every Monday. So thank you so much guys. We will be back with the next live video very soon.
Thank you.